Hi everyone, welcome. I have an exciting video for you today. This is my very first ever Color It book. So if you followed my completed pages, I entered a contest for their Alice in Wonderland contest for this page. And I was one of the winners, and they sent me a book and it finally arrived. So I am so excited. So we will talk a little bit about this book. This is not a review. This is just me getting my first Color It book and kind of how I feel about it and checking it out. So this is Colorful Novels, and these include 50 images, so they are a nice thick book. They are spiral bound, which I love. I've heard great things about their paper, and I'll talk a little bit about that too. So let's take a look inside. So this is Color It book 49. I love that they number them. That's a big thing if you're into collecting all the issues, you know, then you can kind of put them in number order and know what you're missing. So I do like that they number them, even though apparently I am 48 books behind. This is the table of contents, and I will bring it a little closer. So this is Colorful Novels, and this book is based off novels, well-known novels throughout history and time and things, books that are well-known. I do not know my novels well, so I am not big into novels. I can tell you, some of the names of the more popular ones, but as far as reading them myself, I can't help you there. So as we go through the book, I can look at the table and contents and tell you what page is supposed to be out of what novel, but looking at it myself, I probably couldn't tell you. Some of them are a giveaway, like Moby Dick has the big whale, but other ones, I would not be able to tell you. So this is thicker paper, and so they include a blotter page, which I love. So you tear this page out. I'm going to cover this because I don't know if I'm supposed to show it, but you tear this page out, put it behind your other pages, and it protects them. I really like this. It is the same thicker type paper, so you shouldn't have any problems. Now you join the club and you scan this little code, and it gives you 2 free pages that were not included in the book. Now I did go ahead and do that out of curiosity to see what the 2 pages I'm missing, because they didn't come in the book, were, and they are great pages. They are detailed pages. They're not just like filler pages or anything like that, so I was glad to see that. So that is neat. And here we are, our first page. So here's our title page. I tried it out with a little bit of everything. So I stuck some stickers on here, and all except for my Y is sticking well. I wrote my date just so I know. I don't know why I date my books, but I do. I guess old habits die young. Hard. Goodness. It's been a day. But this up here is all Prismacolors, and they went down great. They blended well. I layered well. I didn't have any issues. Paper coming up. I could probably still go back and add a few more layers if I need to. These down here are Black Widows, and I didn't have any issues with those either. And usually Black Widows are a little touchier for me, especially if I don't remember to use them correctly as far as shading goes. So then we get started. These are all perforated. Even though I do not know all the novels, or am not familiar with all the novels in this book, I am very excited for some of the pages in here. There are a lot of pages that really caught my eye that I want to try. Now, like this one, I really want to try. I've never tried lightning. So I am very excited to try some deep, dark, gray, purple clouds, and of course, some lightning. One second. Okay, so yeah. Pride and Prejudice. Very cute. I love these old-fashioned pages. So that is, I think, what I'm excited about. I would love a book of just these old-fashioned Pilgrim Pioneer type pages. Okay. Like this one, without looking at the title, I could not tell you what it is. It's not one of my favorites. I struggle with these random patterns and the Zentangly feel, but yeah. This one is supposed to be Lord of the Rings. Again, another one I kind of just want to try one thing on. I want to try the moon glow off the side of these mountains here. And I think, yes, this is the cover image, so see how they have the glow? I think that would be a fun effect to try. Okay, here we have some Frankenstein. Always fun. The Great Gatsby. Really excited to try this water. This would be a beautiful, this is a moon, so it's going to be a nice reflective beautiful scene here. I really wanted to get a page colored before I did this flip, just so I could be like, yes, I really love this paper, or no, it's not as great as they say. But the more I got to flipping through, so let's flip to another one. They're fairly detailed, and I want to take my time, and you know, these color it books, they run about $20, $21. So I really want to cherish this one, take my time on it, and not rush it. So I decided to go ahead and just do the title page, Alice in Wonderland. This one, being as I have already colored it in pencil for the contest, I might try some ink tints on it and see how it does. I would do marker, but that's a lot of marker with a lot of little spaces. So I think ink tints would be the way to go. But yeah, so I will be tackling pages out of here, or parts of pages. I might not get real serious about finishing a lot of them. It might be a whip book. We will see. A lot of my mixed media books are kind of like that. That's okay. Okay, this one is supposed to be If Beale Streets Could Talk. Another one I'm interested in doing the glass. It'd be real fun to do the glass and then do like this rusty look here. So yeah. Another one of my favorites. This one is supposed to be, I wrote down a couple of them, but I didn't stick with the Emma, and I've never heard of Emma, so I would have to Google it if I was worried about keeping them like color correct, but I think I might just color it for fun instead of trying to match the novel. If you can hear the crinkly noise, my kitten I saved a while back, who I've been bottle feeding, is up and on the move, so he is cruising around. I like this one too. This would be a good one to show horses on. And I think this one is on the back, so it kind of gives you an idea of color schemes if you're stuck. They also have a great Facebook group. I just recently found out about their Facebook group when I ran across when they were putting this book out, and I was interested in getting it before I found out they were having a contest. Lots of great inspiration there. This one would be great for skin tones. I really excited to jump into like the red and the oranges and the kind of the African feel of things in this page. I have not done a lot of those, so could be a crash and burn. This one is supposed to be Hamlet, I do believe. So that's fun. Another one I thought about coloring first to show, but I didn't want to rush it. This one is A Handmaid's Tale. Also another one I thought about doing. I was like, I can knock this one out of the park because I've never read the book, but I did watch a little bit of the series on Netflix. And they're all red, and I was like, I could knock that out of the park. Easy. But then when I got to really looking at it, to keep each woman from blending together in their little red suit, I'm going to have to be more careful where I place my highlights and things. So, and I did want to look up the actual book and see if they wore red. So yeah, there is The Handmaid's Tale. Miss Dalloway, I am not familiar with her, but I love her style. There's a lot of clouds in here too. Be fun to do a cloud tutorial in a couple different ways maybe. Okay, Call of the Wilds. And I think this is Snow, which is going to be exciting to do in metallic watercolors. So I do have some metallic watercolors picked out for this one. Let me see one moment. So there is a little bit of a graphic scene, not the next page, but the next one. So if you are a little faint of heart, there's not a lot of blood and gore, but there is a little bit. You might want to avert your eyes from the next image. It is Lord of the Flies, if you are familiar with that book. This book isn't real violent, but there are a couple pages that might be a little triggering for some. So I will go ahead and put that warning out. I don't want to offend anybody. So here is the gross page. My son was like, you should color this one first. And I was like, you would pick that one. But I don't want to get banned right off the bat if someone reports this. So that might be something I work on in my spare time to show him. He wants to see like the dead decomposing skin effect. Okay, so that one was Lord of the Flies. The Age of Innocence, which I am also not familiar with. Sorry about that. But I love this beautiful mountain scene we got, and these fancy outfits are going to be so fun. Definitely going to have to get some inspiration from like some old cowboy movies. I'm going to have to watch some Blazing Saddles. So they remind me of the big fancy dresses they wear. All right. The Divine Comedy, which I am also not familiar with. And this is about where I quit writing down the names so I could tell you. So the rest we will have to wing together. This one will be fun to try out some fur though. Different colors. Maybe a nice African sunset, yellow, red, orange. Let's see. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, this one is interesting to me. And this one is Brave New World, and I almost want to color it as a stained glass piece because of these thick pieces in the middle. So I might try that out. I haven't fully decided on this one, but that is what reached out to me first, is some nice black lines and then maybe some, you know, stained glass effects on these. Catcher in the Rye, which I am also, I've heard of it and a little bit about it, but it is not one I have personally read. The funny thing about this novels is I went through the table of contents and just kind of read them off to my son, and I was like, have you heard or read any of these in school? And the only one he could tell me he was familiar with was Charlotte's Web. So I didn't feel so bad after that. So here is this one, Gone with the Wind. Be another fun one to do some outfits, some nice wood, classy stairs. Not Without Laughter. This is the last one I wrote down, so we are winging it on the rest. I do really like this paper. Like I said, it's nice and thick. The perforation does not feel like if I get too wild with it, it's going to tear out and fall out by itself, like some of the perforated books do. So I appreciate that. I am so excited to try some multimedia out, especially on these water pages. Oh my goodness. Very exciting. This is the other trigger warning. So, no blood, no guts, no violence, but to anybody who might have been a victim or anything of that at one time. Yes. This one. I adore this one. I think this one is Pretty Women or something. Let's peek real quick, see where we're at here. We did the courtroom. We did not do Dracula. Little Women. So yes, very fun. And this one, Huckleberry Finn. This is also one of the ones I wanted to color first, and then I was like, no, this one's gonna take some time. So I didn't do it. But this one you should see in the future. This one I was thinking about doing if anyone was interested. I did a tutorial, or I did not do a tutorial. I did a page with a horse a while back and got a lot of great comments on the hair and whatnot of the horse. So if anyone is interested, I could do a couple of these horses and show you how I did it to get that hair, the look of the hair on the horses and whatnot. I just realized they are stepping on somebody. There's somebody on the ground there too. So, my bad. Okay, this one, I know this one is supposed to be creepy. I get that, but I really just, the colorist, the artist in me just really wants to draw her eyes in. It's just like her eyes are missing. It drives me crazy. But I will leave them alone. I know they're supposed to be that way, but I really think this would be cool to do a nice light source candle flame there. Here's a beautiful courtroom. I don't remember this one off the name. I know this is a more well-known one, but I can't place it off the top of my head. This one also exciting to me. This big wood horse. I would really love to tackle this big wood horse. Okay, here we are in a cemetery. It'd be fun to work on these iron bars. Instead of just making them straight black, we could add a little rust and wear to them. Lots of great skin tones in this one to try. She's a little baby. Great wood effects, if anyone needs a wood. Oh my goodness. 1 second. Yeah, you're gonna hear a meow. Pardon me. We have... He is trying to sneak up here. Okay, continuing on. Here we go. This would be a great page for Halloween. I do not know the name of this one off either, but I do want to add like a spider web in the tree or maybe in the window. Again, her eyes, I know they're supposed to be that way, but Dracula. So there's really few you can tackle all year round. You know, if you're still working on it through Halloween season, you got Dracula and Frankenstein. And so this one over here I would make glowing, and then these ones are not lit, so I would leave this area dark over here where Dracula is. I'd make sure to make his skin tone a little fleshier and pinker so he looks paler. Lighthouse, another one. I was like, yep, I'm going to tackle this right off. And I actually think I might. The only difference this time, I think I'm gonna do the sky, white out the clouds, do the gray and all that. But I might try it in a different media than pencil. So we'll see how that goes. Flames. I have not done a lot of flames, so this one intrigues me. I've seen a beautiful version where someone added that little bit of blue you can sometimes see in the bottom of flames, and then just beautiful realistic flames. It's pretty neat. Here's one. So I do like that this book is portrait and landscape. Obviously they don't make their books for flips, so it would be rude to be like, can you put them all one way for one section and then flip, so I don't make viewers dizzy. But so this is the one I started. The only thing I don't know, I see now. So if you look at this page I started, I was kind of stuck because I didn't know what this right here next to her head was. I thought it was hair pulling over at first, but I didn't think so. But now that I look here, I think it's just part of him and they didn't take it out. It looks like his lap. And they just didn't erase that out on the other page. So I might have to turn it into a rock or something. We'll see how I do that. But yes, very excited for this one too. Here's a fun one with some older buildings and bricks. A nice robe. It'll be fun to make this look nice and velvety. Okay, some more water and a boat wreckage. This one I think I might want to try and ink tints just so I can really get this up here separated from the clouds. Oh, sorry. I was watching the kitten to make sure he wasn't getting in trouble. Multitasking, always. Okay, this one is my favorite, and I kind of wanted to get this one done for Mother's Day, even though I don't know this book and if it's a mother or her children or not, but luckily I'm super behind anyway, so it didn't happen. Elephants. I have only colored one elephant my whole life, and it is Symphony of Cute Animals. I actually have it right here. Let's look at it. So I am very excited. I am going to try these elephants in two different elephant tones. So I'm going to do one kind of like him, a little more brown gray, and then I'm going to do the other one a little darker gray. So I have that planned. Don't know when. Oh, sorry. I'm not trying to put the book back. So I don't know when, but I do have a plan for the elephants at least. This will be very fun to kind of color palette theme. Here is Charlotte's Web, one of my favorites. Again, one I wanted to color, thought about coloring before I did the flip, but I wasn't sure how I wanted to do the sky and the web. And I also wanted to add a little more hair and fur to these guys, so they look a little more realistic. Not super realistic, but just a little fuzzier. Very cute, one of my favorites. Here's a nice castle scenery. Some more water. By the end of this book, you should be a water pro. Here's a more kind of Greek filling one. And this one. Is this the last one? Yes, this is the last one. It's also very fun. Another beautiful dress calling my name. This one, some of these I can't decide if I want to do sun versus night themes, but I see they put some circles on the moon to indicate that's supposed to be night. So I do believe this one is supposed to be a day scene. There's already something stuck to my page. Yes, So this was a flip through of Color It. Colorful novels, 50 pages, made in the USA, which is always a bonus. So far so good. I'm really excited to really get into it and try it out and let you know what I think about the paper. Things I do a lot more mixed media with watercolors and ink tints and nail polish and all that fun stuff. So if you stuck with me this long, I thank you for watching. I hope to see you next video. Questions, comments, anything you want to see, leave it down below. I'll see you next time.